Welcome to the Rescue Rundown. I'm Dave Morris here in the Oklahoman's video studio. We're joined by Cati Harris from the Central Oklahoma Humane Society, the Spay and Neuter Clinic Manager. Great to see you again.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing quite well. Last time I saw you, we were had some little puppies and some bottles.
Little babies, yeah.
We did. This time, however, we have a brand new friend. Who is this?
This is Mr. Roscoe. He is a probably about 8-week-old puppy. We think he's a border collie mix. Probably going to grow up to be about 40 to 50 pounds, and he is available for adoption right now.
And you can adopt him as well as some of his friends, perhaps, at 7500 Northwestern here in Oklahoma City. Friendly guy.
Oh, he's super friendly. He was a little kind of nervous about this whole setup first, but now, as you can tell, he wants to run around and play and check everything out. So
It's adorable.
he is.
He was a little camera shy when he first came in. He's a little bit stiff. I wasn't sure that he had his script right, but now he seems to be right at home and very comfortable.
He learned his lines.
He learned his lines, so he feels much better about life. Well, the weather is certainly getting warmer in here on the Rescue Rundown, episode 71. There you see, we're talking about mosquito, flea, and tick season.
Yes.
And the warmer weather certainly brings around the mosquitoes.
It does, absolutely. Fleas are something that we battle year-round in Oklahoma. You know, it never really gets quite cold enough to completely freeze. So fleas and ticks are something that our pets battle year-round. And then, especially as it warms up, dogs are more susceptible to heartworms. Those are transmitted via mosquito bites. And so people who, you know, have dogs that are mostly outside definitely want to keep everybody wants to be on heartworm prevention. You know, people say, well, my dogs live inside, I'm mostly in there. Well, I get bitten by mosquitoes when I'm out. So,
It's true.
You know, we want to keep our dogs ideally on heartworm prevention year-round. That's a tablet that we give them once a month. And the other kind of added benefit to that is most heartworm preventatives will have intestinal dewormers in there as well, so they'll keep them free and clear of intestinal parasites.
What are some of the things we should know about the heartworm preventative medicines and measures for that matter?
Well, we want to test once a year for heartworms. You can do that through your vet. Our clinic at OK Humane Place also offers, are you bored? Also offers heartworm low-cost heartworm testing and prevention. But we want to test once a year to make sure that we're free and clear of heartworms, and then that medication, if we give it every month, that's going to kind of help them stay free and clear of heartworms.
And fleas, you mentioned that we never really get rid of the fleas,
No.
but that's certainly something else to be watching for.
Absolutely, yeah. Fleas, like I said, they are a pretty pesky pest that we see year-round here. And there are a couple of different options to kind of keep your pet free and clear. Once again, you'll want to talk to your veterinarian, or down at our clinic at OK Humane Place, we do offer low-cost, affordable flea and tick preventative options. One of the more common things you're going to see are the little drops that go in between their shoulder blades. Typically, those are going to last for about 30 days. I would recommend getting something from a veterinarian's office. Often, the things that you're going to see, like the Sargent's or Hart's brand, those are not only not that effective any longer, but some of them can be harmful to small dogs, to dogs with kind of compromised immune systems.
Really?
And then also, you never, ever, ever want to put dog flea prevention on a cat.
You know, I guess that's common sense, but when I saw your notes and you see there at the bottom that the care must be given in administering the flea medication, I guess I'd never really thought about that. Dog medicine on a cat can be pretty harmful.
Sure. The formulas that, you know, the medicine and the chemicals that we're putting on their skin, especially in terms of cats, you don't want to worry about dosages. Obviously, cats are a lot smaller, but then the actual chemistry of the medication that goes on the cat is different than what goes on the dog.
I
So
see.
the medication that goes on the dog actually can pose neurological problems and can be fatal if you put it on a cat.
I would assumed, in my ignorance, that you would never feed a cat dog food, and you would never give a cat dog medicine just because of the strength and the different size or whatever, but clearly there's some other issues there too.
Yeah, there are definitely some kind of chemical differences that can contribute to that.
And we led off with ticks, so let's finish up with ticks because we had one of your friends in that you guys had a terrible case of ticks. It was Spartan.
Yes, Mr. Spartan, if you remember last year, Spartan came to us, and he started to kind of, once he was in our care, started to kind of go downhill. You can see these pictures here.
Yikes.
We didn't know at first, but he had a horrible tick infestation. And this
So
was
he
one
came
of-
in fully furred, and then you guys are like, something's up with this dog. And
Sure, within hours of our care, he actually collapsed and became paralyzed. And that can be a very extreme case of what ticks can do. They have certain microorganisms that they can pass through in bites, and they can just be kind of autoimmune compromising organisms, or in this case, tick paralysis can be very serious. Spartan, thanks to our Rita's Angel Fund and the generous donations we got to support his care, we were able to get him through treatment and get him the physical therapy and everything he needed, and he's happy and walking and living a pretty happy life today.
It's one of those happy tales, as you guys like to call it.
It is,
It
yes.
took him a while, though, right?
It did. It was about 9 months total for his recovery.
And that's a good point, the Rita's Angels Fund. I'll give you a chance to talk about that a little bit more in depth, but the procedures are not cheap.
No. Especially with Spartan, there was a lot of supportive care, a lot of medication to kind of help support him through as his body basically rid itself of the toxins that he had in it. So.
And it can be preventative if you keep an eye out for the ticks, the mosquitoes, the fleas,
sure.
and
And
some
all
of the
of
medications.
this, exactly. That's the great thing, is that all of this is available. The preventative is there, and we try to make it as affordable as we can down at our clinic. A lot of these medications, though, do require a doctor to examine the animal, make sure we're healthy enough to have the medication. So, I would recommend that people make an appointment with their doctor to get their dogs checked out. They can come down to our clinic, make an appointment for our doctor to examine their kiddos down at OK Humane Place.
Very good. And Rita's Angels Fund, people can go online and help with that fund.
Absolutely. That helps us take on special medical cases. At OK Humane, all of our animals are vaccinated, vet checked, spayed and neutered, microchipped. But we also want to take on those kiddos that might not be able to get out of the shelter because they have medical issues or would require extra medical care. So Rita's Angel Fund helps us to care for those kiddos that need a little extra medical care before we can get them on the road to adoption.
And we suspect that Roscoe went through that route, right?
He did. He's got his little tattoo. He's been to see us down at our spay neuter clinic, and now he, as you can tell, is super ready to go to a home.
He wants to make some friends.
He
and,
does.
And the newsroom is full of friends out there for him to meet. So if you're interested in Roscoe, he'll probably go quickly. He's available for adoption. Central Oklahoma Humane Society, 7500 Northwestern. You can also go to their website for more information, including dogs and cats, kittens and puppies, at okhumane.org. Katie, always good to see you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the information.
Absolutely.
More Rescue
Thanks for having us
Rundown.
on.
Well, definitely. We'll do it again every week.
All right.
More Rescue Rundown at okhumane.org and newsok.com.